Hey there, Christopher Thunder here from the World's Dirtiest Workshop. I'm here with my tools and some wire connectors and something I fished out of my toolbox. Now, when I'm doing car stereo work or something that's worth $1,000, I want to do the best job I can, and I don't have all day to be stripping wires. This wire stripper has a little indicator to tell you what the gauge is of a wire. It's pretty close. So I'm going to guess that this is going to be about a 12 gauge wire. I have a feeling it's a 14. So if I put it in the 12 gauge hole here, 12 gauge groove, and that worked. So that's really about a 12 gauge wire. Now, when you're working with connectors, you want to cut off about 1/3 of an inch or so. I'd say a quarter, but a quarter is a little short. 1/3 of an inch is probably better. Now, if you're going to twist the wires, and you're really going to twist them, do a whole inch and then cut off the extra. But if I'm doing some kind of a connector like this, I just want to twist it just enough to get all the wires together so that they'll fit into the opening like that. Now, I saw a wire just fray for a moment, and you can see as I pulled it back out, they were all frayed again. Just take it and twist it one more time, and then just gently wiggle it into place. It should fall into place as opposed to being pushed in with force. That tells you that that is all the way in. And you can see that there's no bare wire exposed. Now you'll get your crimpers, and this is a blue connector. Blue connectors usually fit into the blue part of the tool, okay? So this is obviously a wire fee crimper. I'm going to push that in, and then I'm going to squeeze it. I could do it with one hand, but it's much easier if I just bring in the other hand and squeeze, because I might do 100 of these. And you can see here that that connector is super tight. Now we're going to try a red one over here. And we're going to do this by putting it into the crimper first and sliding it all the way up. Then I'm going to drop the wire in, and that's going in with some resistance. Maybe because that's just a little small. Okay, so now you can see that the wire is exposed there. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take it and cut it off. Sometimes I got to get it a couple times. These are really cheap cutters. Well, not working the way I thought. Yeah, time to get new cutters. Now that's really, 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 really bad. Really bad. I would not join that connection like that. That is really terrible. Just want to reset that, and we're going to push that in there as best we can. Really terrible. Don't do it like this. That's really awful quality. Crimp it. Now that was a really hard crimp. That just tells me that that caught the wire, and that wire is crushed, and that is in there. That is a connection, okay? And you can see through this to say that the black insulation is up to the end where it's supposed to be, and the wire is properly crimped. But that was a terrible job. You just can't tell that it was a terrible job. But that's a good connection right there. That's going to work forever. So what you want to do is you want to be able to pull on your connections. And this is why I stopped soldering. I only solder the endpoints. I don't solder the middle connections. I would much rather do an end-to-end butt joint or a connector like this. And this is what I did for my Honda CR-V. Thanks for watching me, Christopher Thunder, from the world's dirtiest workshop. Bye-bye. Waiting for the left video to finish.